But you guessed it. Oh my god, hi. So much love to the bitch squad. Shanti Tag, that is I. Hi. So I had to. P.S. disclaimer, I cuss like a sailor, so if that's not a match for you, that is okay. Okay, bye. And everyone else, cheers. Let's talk about our cheers moment. P.S. I'm not sponsored in any way, but I totally fucking would say yeah, dude, right? Mountain Valley spring water. Do y'all rock this? Spring water? Yeah. Wet that whistle. Because I had to. Alright. Have to. Had to. Last episode we were jibber jabbing about need versus want, and today we're gonna talk about I had to, like, a choice in the matter, and when I feel like I don't have a choice, when really most of the time there might be some background noise because I have fans going because it's a real summer moment, and that is how it's gonna be. Okay, okay. All right, I had to. I hear this so often, and you know what, I'm gonna give myself some fucking credit because I've been doing this work for a long fucking time, not only as a professional that holds space and guides others, but for my motherfucking self. And I have my own guides that I lean into, okay? So I think I do a pretty damn good job around not using I had to or I have to when it doesn't apply. Okay, and so rarely does it apply. All right, let's take a deep breath. Nice tall spine. Tuck that chin just very slightly to elongate the brainstem in the back of the neck. Inhale nose, exhale nose. And I like to inhale like there's something in the air that I want, all right? None of this shallow fucking breath, okay? And then I exhale nose. And then I'm going to triple check my spine situation. Make sure it's nice and tall and long and straight. All right, out the mouth. Give it. I'm like a little shake out. Okay. How often are you saying I had to or I have to, and that's not it at all? All right. So I would say there's been some more pressurized choices being presented to people within the past few years. And I hear a lot of I had to or I have to attached to these actions, these pressurized choices, all right? It's always a fucking choice. And no, you do not have to. Nor did you have to. It was a choice. And I know that might suck to fucking look at, honey, but dude, once you do, you will regain so much of your courage, so much of your confidence, so much of your accountability. And that is the name of the game. We want to own this shit. All of it. Own it. Because that's where personal fucking power comes from. Right? And I'm not saying it's fucking easy. Because at some point you might have to admit that you were wrong. I'm okay with being wrong because when I'm wrong, I learn something. All right? So I go, oh, I fucked that one up. I got that one inaccurate. All right. Well, how can I learn here? All right? And so the same thing when it comes to I had to or I have to. No, the fuck, you didn't. All right? That was a choice. So feel the difference between even just saying it. So if you're listening to this, just like practice using your fucking sound. Feel what it is to say I had to or I have to. Then take a breath. And now say I chose to or I choose to. I am making this choice. I know that puts a whole different spin on it. And you might not like that spin that has been put on it. But it is undeniable the difference in frequency the difference in ownership, the difference in the own kind of like, you know, command over your own authority. When you're saying, honey, motherfucking ranch, I motherfucking chose it. I chose it. I choose it. I done did it, cause I chose it. Alright, so stop fucking around with I had to, I have to, because no the fuck you didn't. That's giving your power away to someone or something else. And that doesn't exist. That's an illusion. That is a self-limiting, self-imposed false belief. This is the movement I do when I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? All right, because that movement really helped. All right, yeah, dude, I'm not suggesting that coming to terms with this shit isn't wacky, and I'll repeat that. I get it. But the more you can peel back the fucking blinders of illusion and come front and center, whoop, with who the fuck you are and how the fuck you handle shit, you are off to the races living your best life. No matter if shit's hitting the fan. No matter if it's amazing. Right? Whatever it is, you go like, oh, I came here to experience it all because I chose to experience it all. Right? We made a choice to come to the planet. We made a choice to incarnate into human, or whatever you want to call this meat chunk. Okay. All right. Leave some comments down below. Okay. I want to know what this is like for you. And again, I get it. Times are pressurized. We might have been faced with some really tough choices, and so we played along and fed ourselves the lie of I had to have to in order to hand over the power to someone, something else, because in that moment that felt easier than maybe making an unpopular choice, or a choice that required more of you than maybe you were prepared to show up with. More resilience, more courage, more fucking backbone, all right? So when have you been saying I have to, I had to, when you know damn fucking well that shit ain't true? I chose it. I choose it. I chose to do that thing, or I chose not to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is so important. Do you smell what I'm fucking stepping in? I have clients all the time that come to me saying, you know, whatever the issue is, right? They present the issue, and then there's like, this moment where they feel like they had no other choice. I was like, the fuck you didn't, honey. The fuck you didn't, all right? Just own how you showed up. Own what was presented to you, because anything that's presented to us, person, place, thing, or circumstance, is a direct result of our kind of like foundational frequency, and that foundational frequency is directly related to our emotional health, and our emotional health is directly related to the relationship that we have with ourselves, and how we allow ourselves to be treated by ourselves, and how we allow ourselves to be treated by others. So I had to is a reflection of how I allow myself to be treated by me or by others. All right? Now this takes fucking ovaries. It takes fucking balls. Whatever you want to call it. It takes it. Because we have to rise up. We have to get comfortable with our own voice. We have to kind of like nervous system resiliency is a topic that me and my topics, that gets tossed around real loose and lightly, especially in the self-help and spiritual scene. But there are, you can't just say I'm strengthening my nervous system and expect it to fucking happen, okay? You gotta take proper actions. What I mean proper is there's like systematic steps on how to XYZ with your nervous system. Okay, that's why I do the Kundalini yogas. It's why I do it myself, and it's why I fucking teach it Okay, and then the emotional health piece, which is the fucking foundation to mental health, please fucking believe. All right, a lot of people think it's the opposite, and it's like, no. At this point, unless you are freshly fucking newborn and have zero baggage, only then does the chicken come before the egg, okay? Does the mental health come before the emotional health? Everyone else that has stuff, everyone who else is not, fresh out of the fucking womb, the emotional health is the foundational piece, right? Then once that's dialed, we can kind of like tune in our radio dial into the frequency that's the most fuck yes for us. But that shit ain't gonna happen if we're telling the fucking stories of I have to. It's like, no, the fucking mama fucking did it. You get to. You chose to. You choose to. Do you feel how fucking empowering that is? I hope that you do. Oh my God,